Okay, so this is macromolecules continued with carbohydrates. So carbohydrates, um, usually an H and an OH are attached to every carbon. It's always in this conformation, this order, there's a 2-to-1 ratio of carbon and oxygen to hydrogen. So CH2O. N just means the number of carbon atoms. So if there's 4 carbon atoms, there would be double the hydrogen, so 8, and the same amount of oxygen, so 4. Carbohydrates can be monosaccharides, those are simple sugars. Disaccharides, 2 monosaccharides together, and poly would be many of those together. Glucose is a simple sugar that's most common that you think of. It's made up of 6 carbons together, and it's the most common. Why you need it? It provides nutrients for energy. And you must maintain blood glucose levels very even. That needs to be maintained by homeostasis. If you take in glucose too much that your body can use right away, your body will store it because you don't want your blood glucose levels to be too high. That would be hyperglycemia. So it stores it in the liver and your muscles, your skeletal muscles. When you think of your muscles, you often think of skeletal muscles, the muscles associated with your bones, in the form of what's called glycogen. So glycogen is a large present full of glucose, and it's stored in your liver and your muscles. Now here's a whole bunch of awesome words. Let's talk about what they mean. Glyco, we're talking about sugar, glucose. Genesis, we're going to make something. So when we make glycogen, it's called glycogenesis. It stores it in the liver. At times of fasting, like when you're sleeping, you're not putting food in your face, but your body still needs to work. Your metabolism, like your digestion, kicks in when you're sleeping, for example. The liver will hydrolyze. Liver water lyses glycogen to release glucose as needed. Glycogenolysis. Water breaks the glycogen. Boom, releasing glucose. Another cool thing, the liver can also form glucose from non-carbohydrate sources, fats and proteins. And this is a really fun word, gluconeogenesis. And those are very specific words, but if you break down the individual parts, you can kind of figure it out. And this is showing the reverse reaction. One glucose monomer, here is a polysaccharide glycogen. Many of these make this, glycogenesis. And this is stored in the liver and the muscles. When your body needs glucose, through the process of glycogenolysis, it will release the glucose. Other types of carbohydrates. More monosaccharides. Galactose is a monosaccharide. Fructose in fruits is a simple sugar. Other simple sugars have only 5 carbon rings. Ribose, which is in RNA, and deoxyribose, which is in DNA. 2 monosaccharides together forms a disaccharide. And here are some common examples. Table sugar, like you use in recipes, is called sucrose. Milk sugar, so the sugar in milk, is called lactose. And maltose is malt sugar. Okay. Other types. 3 or more sugars is a polysaccharide. Glycogen, like we just mentioned, is the most common stored. But we also have other types. Plant starch, so starch, think of potatoes. Plants are a major source of that, is a polysaccharide. Cellulose, which is non-digestible, but it's a good source of fiber. This I really like. It shows here are the simple sugars. They can either be a 6-carbon or 6-sided sugar right there, or they can be 5 carbon, or this one's a 6, I guess it has 6 carbons. And this only has 5 carbons. Those are simple sugars. Here are the disaccharides, sucrose, lactose, and maltose. So what is the repeating monomer of glycogen? To make that big molecule, it's a whole bunch of glucoses, monosaccharides. Where is glycogen stored? In the body, in the liver, and in the muscles. Is galactose a monosaccharide, a disaccharide, or a polysaccharide? This one you might have to look back at. Is sucrose sucrose, table sugar, a monosaccharide, disaccharide. You need this, put together, it's a disaccharide. And that'll be the end of carbohydrates.